What's up, everybody? It's Alex, founder and CEO at Motoroso.com, your dedicated mods marketplace. And today we're back in studio with our buddy Aaron's 2021 Tacoma, and we've been doing an overlanding build. We just installed a Westin Pro-Series front bumper. We put in the Westin overlanding rack. Smitty built Gen 2 tent, and he's got N-Fab side steps, but we just wrapped up doing the installation on the Westin Pro-Series Rear Bumper. And I quickly wanted to talk to you about the features, but before we show you the how-to installation guide. So if you've been shopping for off-road bumpers, you know they can get really crazy expensive. And the reason we chose this for Aaron's truck is because it's a really, really good value. He's gonna go off-roading, but he's not gonna be banging this thing into everything he comes into contact with. So, you know, he doesn't need the $2,500 version of an off-road bumper for his Tacoma. So for under $1,000, $989, this Westin bumper is built out of 14 gauge steel. It's black powder coated and it's tough. It'll take all the punishment you can throw at it. But it also has the features that you need. It's got a spot for mounting your towing connections. It's even got spaces for the reverse parking sensors. It has integrated LED license plate lighting, and it has spots where you can mount the Westin 6-inch LED lights, which are only a $93 upgrade, and they really light up the night and make reversing a lot better. It also looks really cool. It's got the angular cut, extra ground clearance that you'll need when you're out off-roading, and it's got the mesh cutouts and inserts that just make it look really, really aggressive. So I think it's a fantastic product. Aaron loves the truck. He's been having a blast with it. It matches the Westin Pro-Series front bumper really, really well. Now check out the install guide. From underneath the bumper, unplug all your wiring connectors going into the rear bumper. Remove your OEM frame bolts holding the bumper to the truck. You'll need to lift up on the bumper to release the pins from their slots to remove your bumper. Lift up and pull backwards. A mallet might come in handy. Install your new bumper mounting brackets reusing the OEM hardware and the two upper hole positions in the bracket. Set the Westin bumper in place. You may need a second hand to hold it steady. Use one of the bolts to hang the bumper in place and place the washer and nut. Install the remaining two bumper mounting bolts and loosely snug them up. Make sure to align the bumper vertically and horizontally to the position that you want it in, and then fully tighten down all the mounting hardware. Transfer over the towing plug or the plug cover. If your truck is equipped with parking sensors, you'll need to transfer those over from the old bumper to the new bumper. Now make sure to keep them in the same position as they were so that they work properly. If you don't have these sensors, you can insert the provided plastic plugs. Remove the license plate wiring from the OEM bumper. Unplug the connectors at the bulbs. Now in our case, the OEM and Westin connectors did not match up, so you might need to use butt connectors to connect the new wiring to the OEM harness. If you have to do this, cut off the Westin connector as close to the connector as possible. Strip all the wires. Keep the two red wires connector and crimp on a butt connector. Then do the same with the two black wires. Now strip the wires on the factory harness. The striped OEM wire goes to the black Westin wires, and the non-striped wire goes to the red wires. Crimp all these together. Repeat this on the opposite side of the OEM harness. Connect the wiring to the license plate lights. Connect the OEM harness to the relay. Use sticky tape to mount the relay to the bumper. Wrap all this wiring with electrical tape and then repeat it on the opposite side. Tighten up and secure all your wiring with zip ties. Reconnect the OEM wiring harness. In this section, we are going to wire the Westin connector in line with the reverse lights on the Tacoma. Remove the two 10mm bolts from the taillight. Pull straight back on the taillight assembly to separate from the tabs. Disconnect the three wiring connectors from the back of the taillight and set the taillight assembly aside. On the plug for the reverse light, peel back the rubber jacket and cut off the wiring connector for the backup light, making sure to leave lots of wire to work with. Strip the OEM wiring and attach the Westin wiring using a butt connector. Again, your striped wire goes to black and your solid wire goes to red. Reattach the OEM backup light connector to the butt connector. Wrap your new wiring in electrical tape. Install the Westin 6-inch backup lights with the supplied hardware. Feed the wire up through the taillight hole and connect the corresponding Westin connector. Plug all three wiring connectors back into your taillight and reinstall your taillight using the OEM 10mm bolts. All right, hope you found that video helpful. As you can see, pretty easy install. If you have to transfer stuff over from your stock bumper, you got a little bit of extra work there, but not too bad. And these reverse lights, you're gonna love them. I hope you chose to do that. Now, if you wanna shop for these products, check them out at Motoroso.com. The links will be in the description so that you can go buy those. And if you wanna check out a front bumper that'll match this really, really nicely, we recommend checking out the Westin Pro-Series front bumper, which is right here. We made another video about that, all the features and the installation guide. Head on over and check that one out as well. Thanks for watching.